All right, guys, introducing your first fighter out of the blue corner with one fight under his belt, weighing in at 141 pounds, standing in at 5 feet 10 inches, fighting out of Mark 44 MMA from El Paso, Texas, Richard Ricky Tiki Tavi Rodriguez.
That's a new one.
And his opponent,
it's a great
fighting
story,
out of the
though.
red corner, making his debut, weighing in at 146 pounds, standing in at 5 feet 5 inches, from the academy, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Adrian Hughes. And your referee for the action is Pete Peterson.
Pete Peterson calling the action one more time. We got Ricky Rodriguez in the CRNR Muay Thai, white Muay Thai trunks with gold trim. And we've got Adrian Hughes in the Academy, blue and black trunks. Front kick by Hernandez.
And you can kind of see that in his movement that is not a traditional Thai style movement.
No, it's very interesting. Overhand right by Adrian Hughes finds the chin of Ricky Rodriguez. Inside leg kick by Adrian.
Well, though often when somebody lets their knee turn to the inside like that, somebody will low kick it. If they're traditional Thai style, we'll see if he's able to pick up on that.
Well, Adrian Rodriguez is fighting like it's real important to fight long because you can always fight short. But if you constantly fight short in practice, it's difficult to adjust your stances fighting long. Ricky Rodriguez has got a lot of reach and is keeping his hands on his body rather than closing the distance a little bit, giving up a little bit of power and kind of closing the distance and then loading up with short punches. As I say that, he lands a solid right-hand punch.
Ooh-wee.
Counter by Adrian Hughes. Adrian Hughes continuing just to kind of go in and out, in and out.
Switching stance. It's also a thing that's kind of difficult for people to deal with early on when they haven't quite learned, maybe not even learned yet, the ins and outs of how to fight a southpaw versus orthodox. When a person switches like that,
you get kind of lead. If you're an orthodox,
it can be real challenging for people who aren't real experienced.
Heavy right-hand punch by Adrian Hughes. Ricky just ate it. 10 seconds left in the round. Ricky Rodriguez is going to have to start fighting long. He's got to stop throwing from his body.
He could be working knees and hitting the body more. That's right. Like the danger of Thai boxing in a low stance is the knees, but if the person's not going to knee you, you get away with it.
Adrian Hughes going back to his corner, taking the stool, initially refusing. Ricky, well, I think both fighters have refused the stool. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Clay Ugley makes with Ricky Rodriguez. I mean, obviously he's the stronger of the two. The one right hand that landed of Ricky certainly had a huge effect. It was a heavy, and I think the ropes saved Adrian Hughes from an actual knockdown. He's got to fight long. Would you not agree?
I think because of the way what you're allowed to do in Thai boxing as far as grabbing with clinch, yes, he could fight long. He could also, when he darts in, put weight on him because his hips are back. He'll be able to fold him and clinch him up. Now, it depends on if his clinch is advanced enough at the level to be able to do that yet, but in a pro fight, that's what you would see right now.
And we haven't even seen the Thai plum.
Right.
In either fight.
That's what he's after, too. So a good adjustment by his corner because they obviously told him that.
Corner is Clay Utley and Bryce Eganberger of Ricky Rodriguez. Dom Mern and Greg Swalje is Adrian Hughes' corner.
But Adrian's doing a really good job of, using boxing, pepper and kicks here and there just to kind of, move his attention.
Lots of pressure, too, by Ricky Rodriguez.
And it's just, 3 2-minute rounds is not a long time. So if a guy's able to move in and out like that, and you're not able to get a hold of him,
Well, I think that's where it comes down to cutting the ring off.
Absolutely.
Like Ricky's going to have to cut the ring off rather than follow. When he's following, he's allowing Adrian Hughes to pick his shots.
That was good. Yeah.
Go in and out. Like, pressure's good, but you're also going to have to cut the ring off in order to kind of instill your will. Uppercut jab. Counter right hand, or right hand by Adrian Hughes. Yeah, about under a minute left in the second round. Yeah, Ricky Rodriguez also kind of switching his lead foot, but going right back to the orthodox stance. And Adrian Hughes is just on his bike, like he is just circling and
he's catching a few of them, but
picking his
angle. That was good knee.
10 seconds left.
Just needs to land a few more of those.
Ricky Rodriguez has got to start cutting this ring off. He's allowing a guy to run that he doesn't necessarily have to allow.
Right.
It comes with experience. Comes with experience, and it's something you should be training in the gym.
Absolutely. You know, and this is, what fight is this for him?
It's his second.
Second fight, yeah.
He's
doing some good things. He's actually, I thought did a good job of adjusting, but Adrian does have some really nice movement. And in a sport like this, like he's doing more of a kickboxing style, it takes a long time until you're able to use all the tools of Muay Thai to make it ineffective to fight like a kickboxer in Muay Thai or like a boxer in Muay Thai. It takes a long time to have the kind of proficiency with elbows, knees, and clinch, low kicks, etc., to be able to kind of like narrow down those things. And Adrian is looking, frankly, a lot more advanced than just a debut in terms of how he's moving, his composure, his
strategy. His strategy is also very advanced.
He's
as
doing
well.
This is pretty incredible for a debut. I'd actually wonder, did he say anything about competing karate or anything before?
Adrian, yes, he was a karate fighter.
That makes sense.
Yes. And he's kickboxing too. He said he did kickboxing for about a year. He believes the kickboxing and karate actually really helped with his footwork and fencing as well. Like he was giving fencers names that he actually really enjoys.
Yeah.
Following.
And I think, you know, if Ricky wants to take this back, he needs to make it Thai boxing. He needs to force him to do Thai boxing.
And there's windows. Like when Adrian has got a real high volume and a lot of them are missing, well, you've got to go in after that. You got to go in through that window. Continuing to follow is Ricky Rodriguez.
But he's doing a really good job. Adrian's doing a really good job of hitting those combos and getting out, not like hanging out where he can get grabbed and get kneed. As you can see, he's not quite as nearly as comfortable in the clinch as Ricky is.
Before punches
but he's
an uppercut by
getting
Ricky
out of there.
Yeah. Adrian Hughes can take a punch. He's eating 3 or 4 heavy punches. Switching of stances by Ricky Rodriguez as well.
But yeah, he's in good shape. I mean, both these guys are in good shape.
Yeah, they're doing road work. Absolutely.
But it's, you know, like the amount of footwork Adrian's using in this fight takes a lot of energy to move like that for, you know, full fight.
Referee Pete Peterson almost getting entangled in the action. Yeah, I'd like to see Ricky fight just a little bit longer on the outside. You know, things like that punch, you could stop with just throwing a jab out there. 10 seconds left.
Absolutely. Or you know, try to land some kicks as Adrian's on his way out from those punches.
Absolutely. Another heavy right-hand punch by
that was a nice fight, though.
Adrian Hughes, for sure.
Real impressive debut for Adrian Hughes.
That output's insane for your first fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an extraordinary amount of punches and kicks thrown by Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is brought to you by mybookie.ag. Up to $1,000 sign-up bonus when you use the MMA Futures promo code. SoldierSports.us is a military combatives Soldier superb mouth guard that has kind of made its way into the athletic field. All sports, including UFC light heavyweight, Anthony Smith, a Nebraska Cornhusker standout, Casey Thompson, both use Soldier Sports mouth guards. MMA Futures. Obviously, you guys are watching this here, MMAFutures.live. We have updated the website. There is a lot more features and many more to come. Appreciate you guys purchasing this pay-per-view, MMAFutures.live. Go check out the experience. There's some added footage. And I think right around the corner, we're going to be having some locker room cameras.
Ooh.
All right, guys, the judges' scores are in 29-28, 29-28, 30-27. By way of unanimous decision out of the red corner, Adrian Hughes.